This is why I get so annoyed at Steam. Constantly. This came out over a day ago. Wait for it. There it goes. Over a day ago. That lag, that's from all the decorations loading in. If you have too many decorations on your orbiter, that will happen. But finally fixed Steam, so it can finally come in, go to Tennogen, and take a look at the new Tennogen stuff for round 20, part 2. Baruuk has 2 new skins, and considering you look at it from this angle most of the time, it's really the back that is kind of more important, but you do see the front pretty much everywhere else, and the Blade of the Lotus skin, as always, designed by the person's name will be up here in the corner every time you come to look at these. Cannot fault this one. It kind of looks a little bit like it's Baruuk is wearing a crown though. And his other new skin, can't fault this that much either. Like always with Tennogen, it's the little details you've got to look for. Like the lights in the hand really make this thing stand out quite a lot. It doesn't stand out that much until you turn it and see the hands. Blade of the Lotus, just the standard kind of dots in the hand. Same as, well, this one didn't have any, but that's not part of part 20. Whereas the inside of the hands on this look amazing. Frost's is exactly the same. It stands out not because of patterns in the hands this time, but because of the different pattern on the actual frame. This is where Tennogen comes into its own. Choosing the right colours for a frame while designing it is kind of key. The different colouring zones means that you can have different colours on them, and I can picture this in the same colours I run my Frost. Nidus also has a new skin, and again, just kind of coming down to the colouring. I'm torn, to be fair. It doesn't look that bad. The helmet, well, you can kind of see the light on the inside and it looks pretty hollow in there, but it's, when you get to the back, you think, wow, I think Nidus has stolen Ash's helmet, because Ash has that. Apart from that, Nidus also looking really nice here. Same going for, well, Atlas. Atlas's Blade of the Lotus skin sounds familiar. Probably because it's made by the same people or the same person who made the Baruuk one. Also looking really nice. Also has a similar kind of helmet as Baruuk does, which is nice. I kind of like the spikes on the arms. Really, really well done. But, as always, it's the Graxx skins that tend to look the nicest. This time around, I think I would have to go with, actually I don't think I have a favourite of the actual skins this time around, but I really like that helmet on Khora. Khora's Graxx skin, as with all Graxx skins, not really disappointing. I kind of looked at these and went, well, that's kind of plain and, ooh, okay, now I like it. I'm glad it's not on both, because if those throwing knives were on both, it would look seriously just not nice. But I could see that as being an actual throwing weapon. Same goes with the new chest armor. See, there was one, that's why I referred to the shoulder plates as chest armor earlier. And it also is made by the same person. It also is supposed to have Blade of the Lotus in the name of it, but it doesn't. There's a lot of Blade of the Lotus stuff actually, and really, it all kind of looks really nice. On the theme of Blade of the Lotus, this is not done on purpose, there is also a Syandana to go with it. Yeah, if you were to buy all of these, you would run out of money really quickly, because you can't buy Tennogen stuff with Platinum, unless you are over on console. There, you can. But even this goes really well, and you can imagine the different colouring zones and everything else that this could, well, different colouring options. I keep saying zones, it's the colouring options you can have on this. But sadly, this exists, and I think just solely because these are moving and not attached, visually, that just looks a little bit better. Oh, I like my short Syandanas though, so choosing between the two, it would solely have to be because this is sentient looking and it moves, and it's not attached, it's attached by energy. Would just make just looks that little bit better. Khora has a new helmet, and to be fair, I'll probably go for this over the actual skin, because those blades from the front and these just the kind of cattail-ish looking things on the back that have, looks like arrowheads, spikes on the back of them. That is a really nice helmet. No matter what colour you make it, that is still a really nice helmet from the back. Even from the front, those blades. I've looked for a bad angle for this helmet because she kind of also has one on the chin. There is also 3 new weapon skins. To be fair, everybody keeps telling me this looks absolutely amazing since this came out, and I 100% agree. Because it's a long sword skin, the long sword ion skin, oh, I can picture this on so many. I could picture this being used constantly. That, even though you can't control the rotation of it, the imagery from this, that looks nice. You can see the kind of Lotus symbol kind of bending off to become that. Oh, that just looks so good. And honestly, same goes for the Machete skin. Kind of looks almost exactly the same, even though it was designed by different people. It looks like it was based on the similar kind of design, but also fits them really well. The only downside to this is it goes on machetes. And saving it, luckily, for last, we have the Tonfa skin. This is definitely my favourite pick of whole of Tennogen Round 20, both parts 1 and 2, simply because, look at it. I am actually using the Tonfas at the minute, so I would 100% use these skins. It looks like the War and the Broken War, technically 2 different weapons, though based on the same design of weapon. I love the design of those weapons anyway, so this, I would use these constantly. And they look really nice as well. This is another one of those, a weapon skin that would have been much better as a new weapon, a new Tonfa based weapon. It would have to be better than the Cronen Prime though. Definitely. Oh, that is, I'm seriously tempted. That is, of course, assuming that they will go on the Cronen Prime. They should appear here, and out of all of the skins that have been done for these, I do think that is probably my favourite, though I would definitely 100%. Do I have them in the standard colour options? I do. Look at them. It just looks so nice. Out of all of the skins they have done for the Tonfas, oh, that one's close. That one's really close. I think I would go for these. Oh, definitely. 100% if I was getting anything, it would have to be these. I know, assuming that didn't all go wrong earlier, because there's a high possibility I'll have to re-record all of this. This would have to be the one weapon I would pick up from Tennogen Round 20. Parts 1 and 2. Because they just look so nice. They are based on something that already exists in the game, or at least they look similar to it, and it would just go so well. And mainly because I'm using those at the minute. But out of everything, definitely got to be them. Which is really hard to say because there is a lot of good Tennogen based items out there. But for round 20, just has to be. But it's close behind a few other things. And I really do like that frost skin. And I know it was part 1, but Grendel does look really nice as well. But I think we'll leave this off here for now. Too many things to pick. Hopefully, and I say this all the time, one day they will realise there is way too many Tennogen based items now, and they will do something like they did with this. This is a Tennogen based item. It is the first one, but you buy it with platinum, not with real money through Steam. You can buy it in game. Hopefully some of the older items will eventually bleed through to actually being available in the game, but 20 rounds later the chances of that are nil to never going to happen. With that, we'll leave this off here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch yous. Gotta look at these again. Next time.